These are the best chocolate chips buns you will ever make. Hello, welcome and welcome back again to my channel. Today's video, let me show you how to make this perfect, soft, fluffy, delicious chocolate chips buns. These are super easy to make, perfect for snacking, breakfast, and they're so delicious. Keep watching. Please do not forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe and share the video. Alright, so in a large mixing bowl, I'm gonna go in with my all-purpose flour, and then I'll go in with some granulated sugar, salt, and some instant yeast. Now I'm gonna stir all this together until it's nice and well combined. So you can use active dry yeast, and if you're going to be using active dry yeast, you will have to activate that in a warm milk or warm water. Alright, so after that is well combined, I'm going to whisk one egg and then add it to it. So for this recipe, because of the chocolate chips I'm going to be adding to it, we are going to be using cold milk. We're using just cold milk or room temperature milk. So you can use both, but make sure it's not warm milk because we don't want the chocolate chips to melt in the dough. Now add your cold milk and mix that until they come together just like this. And now you want to grab a scraper and then scrape that off the spatula, and we are going to just scrape down the side of the bowl. Next, I'm going to be adding my cold butter. So when it comes to these chocolate chips buns, if you want to really get the perfect chocolate chips buns, you will have to use cold milk and cold butter. So add your cold butter or margarine into the dough and knead this. And do not forget, the reason we're using cold milk and cold butter is to sustain the chocolate chips, to keep them from melting. Alright, so once you add the butter, this is going to get sticky. So I'm just going to knead inside the bowl because I don't want to give myself a hard time because of how soft and sticky the dough is. You're just going to knead inside the bowl until it's nice and smooth. Please follow up with the measurement of the ingredients to get the perfect and the accurate consistency or the texture for the dough. We don't want the dough to be very hard. We need it soft and sticky. So that's what you need the chocolate chips buns dough to be. Now once the dough is nice and smooth, I knead for 15 minutes. You can knead for 20 minutes or 10 minutes, but just make sure it's smooth and elastic. And after 15 minutes, you want to transfer the dough to a clean work surface and then add your chocolate chips, and you want to just gently fold in the chocolate chips because we want it to go around the dough just like you're seeing right now on your screen. And once all the dough is well covered with the chocolate chips, you want to form that into a nice ball shape, and go ahead and slightly oil a bowl and then transfer the dough into the slightly oiled bowl. Now we are going to cover this with a plastic wrap and a kitchen towel, and this you can place at room temperature. Do not heat up anything because we don't want the dough, the chocolate chips in the dough to melt. Just put this at room temperature until it's double in size. And you can be rest assured that this is going to double well if you're using a very good yeast, which is a very good active yeast. So do not be afraid, it will double well. So that is if you're going to be scared because of the cold milk or the cold butter in the dough. So if your yeast is very active, then this is going to double well. So this is 1 hour later for my dough, and as you can see, it has doubled in size. So now lightly flour your work surface, just a little bit of flour. Do not over flour the surface, so we don't need too much flour on this. So just lightly flour the surface and transfer the dough, divide and cut into 12 equal pieces, just like you're seeing right now on your screen. Then grab each dough and form into a ball just like this. And you want to make sure you seal the end part very well. you need it to be very well sealed. Just go ahead, roll this, and once it's nice and smooth just like this, do not add flour to this. Do not add any flour, just the one you have on your surface, just a little bit of the one you have on your surface is totally fine. All right, so now you want to repeat this, and once you're done forming that into a ball shape, go ahead and transfer to a baking tray lined with a parchment paper. So seal that very well and line this up on the parchment lined baking tray. All right, so once we're done, this is how they are looking. This is how the buns are looking. They are looking really nice and beautiful. So now cover with a kitchen towel and allow this rest at room temperature for just 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, they have doubled in size. And here in this bowl, I have my egg wash. All I have in the bowl is 1 egg yolk, just the egg yolk without the egg white. I added half tablespoon of milk and a teaspoon of oil, your cooking oil, and then whisk together and brush on the dough. And at this point, my oven is already preheated. I've preheated my oven to 160 degrees. So once I've nicely brushed the dough with the egg wash, I'm going to transfer to my preheated oven, bake at 160 degrees for 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, this should be ready. And this is what we have after 15 minutes. Nice, golden, and very flavorful buns. And once you bring them out of the oven, you want to, just brush the top with some butter, and this is to keep it shiny and give it that extra softness. And this is what we have. Just allow that to cool a little bit and go ahead and enjoy this. So you can see the chocolate chips are still intact, very solid, and they're still where they are. That's because of the nature of the recipe. All right, guys, so this is what we have. Very beautiful, soft, fluffy chocolate chips buns. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and please don't forget to leave me a comment and also share the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Enjoy.